I became stronger. I believe in myself and in my surviving even more, and I feel that I'm a survivor.
Sasha, welcome to the Havel Channel. We're very glad to have you here. In April 2022, so not very long after the full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine, you were detained in St. Petersburg. But to go back before that, at that time you were in your early 30s. Were you previously interested in politics or politically active or anything like that?
I had my time in politics. Then I was in my 20s because, like, at first I was kind of involved in LGBTQ protest against this first homophobic law we had. But mostly I was working as a journalist, and I was filming it because I was really inspired of these rallies of 2010's Bolotnaya Square, and that's all. So, and then and also I was filming on elections. I was a journalist who was observing elections, and I was filming all this cheating on the elections, all the elections actually. And then I was just really disappointed, and I went back to my real career and my destined life to be a musician, to be an artist. And whole April was like, it was like all my concerts all over April, and I was and finally managed, and I was in jail. But it wasn't political for me to step out against the full-scale invasion in Ukraine. It wasn't political, it was personal, like deeply personal, as my first political actions. Like two times I went on, actually 3 times I was visiting these rallies as a civilian, not as a journalist. And the first time this homophobic law, and the second time the war in Ukraine. Like both of things were kind of super personal.
But when you went into the supermarket in 2022 and you changed the labels or the stickers for anti-war messages, what was your aim, or what were you hoping to achieve with that?
In that days I was doing like plenty of anti-war activities. At the start I went to rallies. We actually visited like the very first rally that took place on the same day then war started. We've been there with Sonia, and then I go again, and I was arrested on this rally with administrative charges. And I immediately realized that these rallies, they are not the answer, because there are not many people. There is an army of Siloviki, and they are kind of nothing against it. So I tried other ways. I was spreading messages through my social networks, although I knew that it could be monitored by FSB, and I was doing my anti-war performances on that concerts that I played, and was underground stages. And also I invented this. It's not invented, kind of. I realized today that in totalitarian societies sometimes people get this idea to spread little messages through libraries or through something like this. And it's because this is a place where different people can meet, that now we are all living in our informational bubbles, and we feed what we want to eat. So, and our informational bubbles with these people who are supporting Putin, they are so different, and we can't reach them. So, but they go to the same shops and so on. But I'm this kind of artist that like do everything in my own way. So at first I draw little postcards. It was really peaceful, and I really spread it in the supermarkets, in the bookshelves. But then I saw on Telegram channel of feminist anti-war resistance that someone already made a maquette with these price tags and these texts. And this text, so I immediately like print it out, I clip it out, and I store it in my pocket. So, and wherever I go, I would stuck it. So I was really relieved, and they found out only 5. So I was, what I am going to say, that I was trying in every form, in every way I could try, and I was like really, it was like really strange, be arrested, not even for my art. But now like all of the world thinking that this was my action, but I like in every interview I'm telling that it is not so. I hope we can give the credits for this stuff to a person, but in the future, because it's not safe for this person.
Still, you got 7 years. You were given a 7-year jail term for this, to my mind, small action of putting these signs in a supermarket. What was the feeling in the moment when the judge said 7 years?
If I would heard it when I was just arrested, like, hey, you are going to jail for 7 years, I don't know what I would do to myself. I don't know what would happen. But, I was accepting the years in prison, whatever years in prison, like, through all this, like, 2 years. And so then I come to the point of my sentence. I already was prepared that I would be in jail. The main thought was like 6 years, and I already served like 2.5, and also all my day in detention centers was count not as 1 but 1.5. So like it would be like only half to go. So I was expecting it and bargaining with myself and finding a way how to live like further when I heard it would be like whatever years. But still, every time in court there is a tint of hope that it's driving you mad.
Well, I saw a video of you in court in the typical cage that we know from Russian courts. You were smiling, and I was wondering, what is she doing to keep her spirits up? How did you manage to stay positive in some way in these circumstances?
I think people kind of don't actually understand like this situation. Just imagine you are in jail. You don't see your loved ones, your friends. You can't communicate with these people and so on. And then one day at a month, they're like driving you to the place that your loved ones could greet you. I wasn't smiling as, I don't know, as to show something to court or something. I was just really glad that there are so many people to support me. And I was happy to see Sonia.
And Sonia, of course, supported you through all of this. What was the feeling like when you got out after all of that time? When you first walked free, and did you feel changed by the whole experience?
Of course, such experience changing people. But I feel I'm changed in a good way. I became stronger, I believe in myself and in my surviving even more, and I and I feel that I'm a survivor. So like I get this feeling. I had depression sometimes, and I had PTSD, and sometimes I really get tired from this. It's like it's really exhausting. But I know that the process is going, and my first feeling, then I was freed. Euphoric. It was euphoric. It was like epiphany. It was like, I don't know. I was like tripping, like all the things was bright and kind of shining inside. It could be like simply explained. You see, then you have a shortage of things that give you this natural serotonin, like air, sun, grass, like your beloved ones. Then it comes back to you. It's like, I don't know, maybe people feel it, then they have shot of heroin, but instead of heroin, it's not like a peak and then like you going down and breaking down. It's like something that is inside you, even like if it is back in the past, something that was coming down really slowly, and I still have a hint of it in my heart.
Where are you and your partner Sonia living now, or where are you based?
In Berlin.
And how's that going for you guys?
This is amazing. For me, it's most artistic city in the world, and I feel like I belong there. Sonia also likes Berlin.
You were born in 1990, so Václav Havel was before your time. But what awareness do you have of him, or did you have of him, or would he possibly be known to any Russians of your generation?
Unfortunately, no. I first learned about him shamefully for myself. I never had like huge interest towards history of human rights or democracy movements, so I found out that he is existing only then I was given a Havel Prize. I'm so sorry about this.
Well, I think people will forgive you because, as I say, you were born in 1990. Sasha, thank you so much for speaking to the Havel Channel, and good luck to you and Sonia in the future.
Thank you.